I feel most comfortable around alcoholics, I think.
Okay. No, well, that's socially acceptable.
Yeah.
And you're in the business, dude. You're in the
I
business
am.
of slanging bottles, baby.
I am in the business of alcoholism.
I'm a part-time alcoholic. Let's put it like that.
That's
When
why
I
I love
go,
you.
I go, baby.
That's why I love
I got one beer in me. I'm trying to think about the second one.
Yeah, let's
There
go.
we go.
Get
You know what I
turned
mean?
up.
You're gonna be
I'm
crawling
turned
out
up,
of Wicklow
baby.
tonight.
I'm
You won't
turning.
get fired tonight.
No.
Pussy.
You won't.
Hey, don't. I got one gig, dude. I'm not gonna ruin my one fucking DJ gig I have, man.
Mr.
Worldwide.
You know?
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the
Sure. We
humans.
in this. Do I have a monitor? Turn my monitor up. Turn the booth up.
I'm nervous, dude.
We recording?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on, stunt like my daddy. Do I look right here? Do I look right there? Do I look right there? Camera right here?
Look
Camera right
anywhere you
there?
want. We can look at each other.
Hey!
Hey, I forgot you were
Hey,
here.
what's up, man?
All
We're
right.
live.
We're back, baby. The Party with Strategy podcast, long awaited. One of my favorite people, accompanied along with another one of my favorite people. This is the band. We got the band together right here.
Should we just
The band.
should we just jam instead of doing this podcast?
I mean, yeah,
Should we
we should
just
do like
break
a
the instruments
15-minute podcast and then
Hands off,
just
jam
jam. I would like
room for that.
I would like to get us to know each other enough to where we could do a completely naked jam session.
Okay. Okay.
I would love that.
Okay.
So we're the best
I'll
songs.
put a
And
towel over the drum seat.
In honor of you, man. For you, anything.
But yeah, we
Anything.
got DJ Tanner Morgan.
We're
To my
back.
far left, middle, Big Froogs, Frugal the God,
Come on.
Houston's very own.
Come on, Froogie baby, Frugalito.
What's
Froogie
up?
J.
Freestyle fanatic,
Oh.
guitar
I don't wanna get there, but I will.
enthusiast, Ableton animal. The kid's a beast.
Ableton animal. I like that. Alliteration, baby. You're
You know
talking
what
about
I'm saying?
grammatical with it. Thank you. That introduction is beautiful.
I'm
Gorgeous.
trying to get better. I'm trying
Yeah.
to get better.
That
Yeah.
was good. That was
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
This is my first video podcast, so thank you. My virginity has officially been revoked.
I'll put that. I'll put that with the rest.
Yeah.
With the others.
So yeah, man, we're here. We're here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So I look right there, right?
It really doesn't matter
Okay.
where you look. You know what I'm saying? We'll settle in once the conversation gets going, and we just settle in. It'll just be you won't even fucking remember.
At some
that it's
points,
there.
I forget the camera's there.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
talking to Zach.
So,
you know.
yeah.
I'm thinking my engineering brain is on. I don't think.
Yeah, no, you're
Okay.
good.
You're on
good.
set right now.
But
so
that's the
it's-
best.
What's the
part is
compressor
that's
setting?
You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's getting to see you.
I know.
It's not. You don't want them to see this thing that you created. You want them to see fucking
Yeah.
everything.
Balls out for a round
You know
big
what I'm
type shit.
saying?
Yep.
I love it, bro. But I want to
here.
know. I mean, you know, obviously, I know you're incredibly talented. A light in any room that you enter. I like hanging out with you. I feel like you bring out the best in people.
That's beautiful.
But where did you get started? How'd you get into this game?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, believe it or not, the first kind of source of income I ever made was selling beats online at 14 years old. Sold a couple beats to a guy in Canada,
Okay.
a white man in Canada. A couple of beats at 14 years old. They were kind of like Soulja Boy type beats. You know, it was the same time where like Soulja Boy was blowing up. First, by the way, fast fact: first guy to ever make content, first artist to ever make content on YouTube. So he's kind of a legend for that. So can we edit some applause for
Soulja
Soulja
Boy?
Boy?
Oh,
Tell
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He told him, and then he told him again.
Big Soulja.
He continued to tell him.
Oh, yeah.
So he made production tutorials on YouTube, like how to make beats, how I made this beat, how I made that beat. And I was like, the reason I loved it is because it wasn't about like music education or like pushing the boundaries or being a musician. It's just literally about like making beats that are stanky and that you just want to like have fun and freestyle on. So yeah, man, beats was my first thing into this. Producer at heart, sonic enthusiast,
At
yada
14,
yada.
you're making beats.
Yeah.
Before that, were you doing any sort of instruments? Were you into music? What was going on?
Yeah, so I did classical guitar for like a year and a half, 2 years, because my dad is a musician. He's been in bands my whole life, so like Cuban music, salsa,
Okay.
timba music, you know, real Latin, hip stuff.
I see that when you dance. I see that.
Yeah,
I see
Comes
that
out
come
in the
out.
hips.
I can't help, dude. I can't help it. It's just
Yeah.
like
You're
it's
a
all, he
Latin
always
man.
told me always in the hips, and I'm like, dude, say less. That's I know I'm not too coordinated, but if it's hips involved, you know what I mean?
all you need.
Left and right, baby, left and right.
That's all you need.
So Yeah, man. So I grew up with like in a household of like Cuban musicians, and they were all like extremely well versed, educated musicians, and I was kind of just like a distracted teenager. I just wanted to play Tony Hawk and like touch boobs and stuff. And so,
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
did that ever go away though?
The Tony Hawk part I don't play anymore, but the second is still on my mind.
boobs never leave.
It's the main vice, dude.
Yeah.
It's the main vice. Hallelujah, like Jesus. So yeah, man, that's why beats kind of attracted me, is because it was just instant. It was so fun just to like create new loops and bend genres. And at that time, I don't know if y'all remember, LimeWire was huge in like Kazaa, Shazam, shout out BearShare. This was a little bit right after Napster. So I would just download all these crazy edits with the George Bush sample on top. You know, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I don't know if y'all remember that LimeWire hack.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
That Bill- it was Bill
Yeah.
Clinton. Yeah, it was a.
I did not have. I'm not even gonna try.
You don't remember that? Like, I was just, dude. I
Not
was
the
just,
sample. I remember him saying
There was
but
that.
not-
There was the Trap Stars one.
Yeah, Trap
Dolo.
Stars.
Yeah, Dolo.
damn son, where'd you find this?
Yeah.
So.
datpiff.com.
Yeah. God, that was horrible. But that iPod Nano I stored hundreds of songs on that iPod Nano. Let me tell you that. So that's kind of where my curation came from, man. I was just downloading mixtapes and like weird stuff from like Indonesia and all around the world. So that was my first access to kind of music curation.
That's dope. I wouldn't have expected that. Listening to your music now, that you came from like Soulja Boy, essentially.
Yeah.
I hear.
I don't like admitting it, but bro.
Hey, man. I hear your global influence in your beats, though.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
very exotic. You know, they're not like I don't hear the Soulja Boy either. But I mean, you grew out of it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fad. It was a sound, right? But
Yeah, for sure.
But that's kind of what ignited it. So it's like, you know,
Yeah,
gotta give it its flowers,
exactly.
you know.
Yeah.
Some
sure.
of my first beats, like I didn't start. I mean, I've been an instrumentalist all my life, but I didn't start producing in FL and Ableton. I would do the FL demo beats. You got to make it all in one go because I didn't buy it. You can't save it in the demos.
That's
You
right.
had to
Oh,
make
yeah.
it all.
That's right.
I would make a whole beat, but that was when like trap music, like trap EDM was first coming out, like Bauer and like Hoochie and stuff like that. And God, they're probably horrific to listen to now. They're still on SoundCloud, and that's kind of where I started music production.
So FL Studio, the
FL
trap
Studio.
boom, the EDM trap boom, 2013, 2012 type thing.
2012.
Do you remember
Yeah.
Hudson Mohawk?
No.
That name is so familiar.
Yo. Seabat?
remember.
He
Did
started
he do
with
something with Bauer, or was
Yes.
he from that like?
Kinda, yeah. Like eventually Kanye like picked him up and
Okay.
stuff. I know we don't talk about that in this household for religious reasons. but-
Listen, he's here with us always.
Oh, I didn't notice
and
that.
on my arm as well.
Okay.
Dude, he made college.
So we're okay
dropout.
with that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. We're okay with that.
I had this conversation with a Jew on Sunday night,
Okay.
and he was like, "I can't play his music anymore," and I was like, "Listen, my grandparents are Holocaust survivors, but Kanye West also had such an influence on me, like College Dropout, bro.
Yeah.
It made me a little bit of who I am today.
Yeah.
I feel like, and when I play those songs, when I listen to those songs, it brings me to that time, and like, there's nothing that could take that away from me.
Yeah.
like I'll never stop. That's
What's
what
up?
I'm saying.
That
Once you
shows you're not
pop,
like a dick rider. You have your own opinion and it impacted you, and you got to show the flowers. Got to show the flowers.
appreciate
Give the
it.
flowers. I don't know how that
once
goes.
you pop, you don't stop.
Yeah, man. Drop it like it's hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Tanner as well. I just did a Patreon podcast with him, a bonus episode,
We just went in.
and it was amazing. So definitely check
wait,
that
that's
out.
on the bonus.
That's on the bonus.
Oh, dude.
If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, patreon.com/partywithstrategy, $5, easy money. It's well worth it. Conversation was incredible. So
If you want to hear me nerd out in depth about
yeah, I know
some
feel-
music stuff,
We
pay
do
that
nerd out. I
$5.
feel like Tanner and I are like the goober, like the nerds of like the group.
That's
you know what I
kinda
mean?
what we were
Respectfully,
talking
you
about.
know?
Yeah. Like it's fun to like just not even in the studio setting, because there's a time and place to completely just say what's on your mind about music. You know.
Yeah.
Like I feel like just whatever room I'm in, I love explaining my thoughts about
You
it.
go
and-
off. I love it.
Yeah, it's so much
I'm
fun.
just a fly on the wall with it.
But sometimes you know, I feel like some people are like, all right, fucking Tanner, I get it, you're a musician. But sometimes that's all I can fucking talk about.
I know.
And then when you can nerd out with somebody, it's like the ultimate fucking I can't shut up.
So much fun.
Like collaboration, like whenever we jam and stuff. I made this comparison the other day. I was like, jamming with your friends is literally, it's like similar to sex intercourse. It's like this sense of camaraderie. It's this tribal thing of collectively unspoken words connecting humans together on a tribal level. Whenever we were in tribes, we banged on freaking drums. We yelled, we shouted, and now we're doing it, and it's called music, and we get paid for it. Like, what a blessing! What a life we live.
Absolutely.
Facts. Yeah.
Can't forget that.
And we talked exactly about that on the episode.
Oh, so make sure to like and subscribe to that.
I believe the way we worded it is the closest you can get to having sex with your boys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is the best thing. Carry on. Next one.
I wanted to hold that. Zoom in on that shot.
What the hell, yeah.
Yeah, so 14. What are you making beats on? You got an MPC?
14,
Are you in Pro Tools? Are you on Fruity Loops? Is Ableton out already? I don't know.
No, Ableton. I didn't know about Ableton. It wasn't really that popular. It was still in Norway because it's a European program. So it was still like in the electronic underground world at that time. At that time, it was virtual DJ is like the first kind of thing I ever played with music on, and then I was like, all right, cool. But then I found FL Studio, and then the FL Studio, the piano roll, the click, the hi-hats, okay, kick, okay, snare. And you like literally program these beats in.
Yeah.
Remember the piano roll?
Click the beats in.
Click, no swing, just same sound. So, yeah, it was FL, man. It was FL, and what else?
Did you ever fuck with GarageBand?
GarageBand.
One of the first.
I didn't have an Apple. My friend had an Apple, and I fucked up with the GarageBand. Woo.
I would fuck with GarageBand on an iPod Touch and make like
What?
full songs. I'm telling you, man, if you're a musician and you don't have the funds for a digital audio workstation yet,
Yeah.
you'll find a way.
They have BandLab. You know BandLab now? That's the
I don't know what BandLab is.
BandLab. Anyone that's mobile doesn't have a computer. If I had BandLab when I was 14, I would be on world tour right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? BandLab is everything. It's like the perfect iOS compatible. It's got all-in-one type of thing. So
They make it so easy now.
they make it so easy.
Yeah.
Back in my day,
Back in my day.
we used to have to make our own drum samples, man. Now now all the drum samples we use, they already sound full. They already sound tight. Like whatever you want, they're already there. I used to have to layer multiple drum samples on top of each other, find the right tone, find the right kind of click, find the right fundamental frequency, and like combine them into this one super snare.
I've been kind of off-putting that for a long time. Silas kind of made me realize it the other day, is that you could take a sample and manipulate it however you want if you use the right processing. A lot of the times I just go through Splice. Splice is my best fucking friend. It's the sample kind of
I give y'all a little bit of shit for it.
That's okay. It's not for everybody,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was just so easy for me to
Correct.
get my ideas out because an idea could be lost
That's
in
true.
me processing a sound so easily. Like
However you get the
motivation could be
idea
lost.
out,
Yeah.
fucking get it out.
But
you
so
know?
I just try to find the closest sample as quickly as I can if I'm making like a drum beat. And then, try to find something later. But it made me realize you could take it and just process it to sound however you want.
Yeah.
With that new beat we were working on, I did that a lot to the snares. I was like, I'm going to try to make a snare. Saturated it, EQ'd it, took some time on it, and it really made a difference, I think. Instead of just taking like somebody else's stock. And I mean, I would layer those, but you can really, it's just a whole nother
It's a whole
world
nother way.
I never fucked with
It's a whole
before.
nother way. It's like less guessing and more like you know what you want, and you just like
Yeah.
you kind of cook it up in a way where it fits the character and the tone of the song instead of like going through. You never go through snares.
Yeah.
So that's like literally a producer just snare all the snares, right?
Yeah.
Fucking clicking through those.
But again, that's where some of my motivation can get lost because if I stick to one thing for too long,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
dude,
next beat.
I always say like any technical boundary that you come across, like eliminate whenever you're not creating music. Like I always try to separate the left brain tasks from the right brain tasks. Anything analytical, I do when I'm not trying to be creative, like in the morning or at night, like when I'm just dead creatively. I do all that boring stuff and prep it. So you're good to go. Like there's no technical boundary. Like y'all see me at the studio, like I'm prepping that room up, like geeking out for 2 days to try to get the rehearsal space. For those of you that don't know, we have a live room set up with streaming and all that kind of stuff. So I've just been prepping that. So whenever the inspiration strikes, I gotta connect no cables. I ain't gotta diagnose no signal flow, doohickey. Like it's ready to go. Click and
That's
play.
half the battle of doing something creatively and like trying to create a product out of it and put it out is
Yeah.
the setup and all that. Like this pod. I had to leave everything set up. Basically, I have to fucking put 3 things in a place, and all of a sudden we're good to go.
It gives you an excuse to procrastinate, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is beautiful, dude. Beautiful setup. Great lights.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bi-directional lighting, the fill, the key light. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Really surprised.
Thank you.
his own casting couch.
I
You
know,
what I'm saying?
dude. Tell me
Yeah.
respect, dude. I hope this doesn't get, I could keep it PG-13, but we
When
can go
you're-
X-rated. If
This
we
is
need
going
to.
on YouTube.
I
It's
got
gotta
a,
stay.
I got
Okay.
a question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
When you're processing audio and manipulating sounds and creating things and doing all this and that, when I was going to school for that stuff, I had a teacher that taught us a lesson that like I feel like applies to so many different things, and I think about constantly. Is he said that you have your plugins that you can either put process into the sound and it's unchangeable, you can't go back from there, or you have your plugins that are just like running and taking up CPU that you can manipulate at any minute and move all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he said that you're better off making a decision and putting something that sticks rather than leaving everything open and then having so many decisions to choose from, all these different things that you can change, and you're lost in that.
Yeah.
Rather than like making a decision, all right, this sounds good, I'm going to stamp it on. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally. It's the whole school of
Talking to that mic.
Oh. Check 1 2.
Forgot where it was at.
No, that's still. I was like, bro. Now I was like, yes. Now we're talking about language. Yeah, I was for a second. I was like, I don't want to talk too much. I'm going to put the mic down. But now I'm going to talk a lot about that and say yes. Limitations spawn a lot of creativity because, you almost get caught up in literally. You get way too caught up. You almost get too caught up in like, all those possibilities, right? And that's another form of procrastination. Like there's more subtle ways of procrastination and like being overwhelmed. It's like there's too many options. Like and we have too many options with everything, right? Like so it's the limitations are nice, and that's kind of like the analog old school way of thinking. So like that's definitely where I'm at, dude. I've had every plugin, I've had every drum sample, every instrument. I'm at the point where it's like if you can't get something good from a chord progression, a melody, and a drum beat, then you're not ready to make something great, I think, or something that stands out.
Yeah,
it's like it starts with that, dude.
There is
It's
such thing as overproduction.
Yeah. Oh, I've done it all, dude.
I wanted to try that lately too in my music production because we're always working on the small finicky stuff. I've been seeing these Rick Rubin interviews lately, and he's like, get into the like. I think the question was, what advice would you give to creatives that feel like they're stuck or something? And he's like, a habit you should get into is just releasing music.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. You got to just, make the song. If you think it's good enough, release it.
That's
Get
its
into that
own skill
habit.
set. Just releasing music is its own.
Absolutely. And the same thing with production. Because then you'll get into this ever flowing loop of, I'll make these beats, but I don't think they're good enough. I'll never release them. Do you know how many producers we know like that?
Yeah.
That just don't release music and they're great. But you just got to, stick with it. And it's very hard to do, because as an overthinking producer, you think that it can always be better. But at some point, you just got to fucking put it out.
It's not even about that. It's almost like that's almost your ego getting in the way because you think that you want that to be the best song or the song that's going to blow up or whatever. But it's not even about the single song or that single podcast episode or that single mix or whatever you're doing. It's literally just about the art. What's cool is in the whole body of what you've done, the whole journey of it. So it's like not looking at art in the sense of what you're making, but in the whole story arc of what you're going through as an artist or creative person.
Yeah. The need to make music that's gonna blow up is comparing yourself to others. So it's like you just need to make your art form and it'll eventually come. You'll find your fan base.
It's crazy. That was the hardest part, like finding a sound too. They were always saying like find a sound. It's like I've made every type beat. Whenever people started calling things type beats, I was like, that's cute. Like I've made every type of beat imaginable. And then once I learned how to make everything I wanted, it's like my toolbox. I knew how to make all these different genres, and I realized that I just like pulled different techniques and sounds from different genres and subconsciously by process of elimination, making so much damn music, you realize, I don't like that, I do like this, and instinctually you start to just like create your sound regardless of genre.
Yeah.
Which I'm stoked to be at because it's like I don't even care if a song blows up or not. Like if it's something that I would have been stoked to make when I was 14 years old, selling beats to a Canadian man, out. I'm winning already.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a long journey, but
Yeah.
it's nice when you get there. Like, because for a long time, people would be like, "Oh, this sounds like Zoo. Oh, you guys sound like this beat sounds like Frank Ocean."
That's the worst.
But lately, people have been like, "I could tell that this house remix,
Yo,
so and so is
the
yours."
new
'cause it
one
sounds like no good.
Sheesh, the new one.
Tough, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
You guys
dude.
New
made a
tracks
drum and
coming in
bass song?
hot. It's pretty close. It's 140.
It's Skippy.
Oh,
it's
shit.
Skippy.
Yeah,
Trying to get in that I just want to rock vein.
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
In there. It's high. It's high end.
It's
High
hot right
energy.
now, and that kind of goes back to making shit that's gonna blow up. This was unintentional.
Yeah.
It was an old lo-fi beat that was 70 BPM,
Mm.
but just adding that second snare just gave it so much more energy, and just I've leveled up so much as a producer since I made that beat. It was from 2016.
You like rode with it. You caught that snare drum or whatever, and you just let it take you.
Yeah.
In the whole new direction.
That beat was a old beat I made in like 2016. It was from my old laptop, and I heard it, and I was like, sometimes I go way back. I'm like, maybe I can make something with one of these ideas. You ever do that? Go
Yeah.
back to an old beat, and I found it, and I was like, damn, this sample is tough. Like, I can make this so much better, and I did, and it's fucking
Now it's the best one that you'll have.
probably
like,
gonna
stored.
be on the album. Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully.
according to Radon, but it's definitely top.
Radon's like,
top
it's
three.
gonna be your best
I know.
one. You know? He says that about every one of our new songs. He's like,
I love
think
it, though.
This is your best
We
one.
need that
I'm like,
though.
yeah,
we
no,
need
for
that
sure.
as artists. You know?
It's probably true too, because you're getting better as you go. Every
Yeah.
one that
Exactly, yeah.
you make is fucking the best.
Exactly.
Until you make
And if
the
you're not,
next one.
and if you're not getting better, you're at least getting more authentic to what your sound is.
Yeah.
Which is actually the long run. It's like not even almost like being great is almost like an egotistical thing. It's just like you just want to be yourself the best way you know how to be yourself.
Yes, yes.
That's that being
That's
real
the hardest
mantra.
part. The hardest part is trying to use your brain to tell yourself not to use your brain.
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like-
exactly.
It's crazy. It's the most fucked up thing that I get lost in constantly. But
You've been getting nice with the beats too, man. On the
thank
MPC,
you. Thank
come
you.
on,
Thank
dude.
you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank
Leveling
you.
up.
If you, I see you come in with the bag and the MPC in the bag, and I'm like, let the man cook. The man's cooking right now.
I love
dropping
that.
them boom
I love
baps,
that.
baby.
Sure.
Thank you. I had a question about, you guys were talking about finding your sound, right? I think it comes from like you're imitating something that inspired you, right? In the beginning. DJ
Yeah.
Premier is fucking the most amazing producer. Your beats, you kind of are trying to mimic him, or I was at least, you know? And then like through trying to make something sound like somebody else, you figure out like techniques and what manipulating sounds is and creating and all this. And then you're building up your toolbox, right? Like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Like it comes from like trying to mimic someone, and your stuff kind of sounds that way in the beginning, but then you start to get a hold of what you're actually doing, and,
Yeah.
and you can use your thoughts to produce into the real world what you're trying to give them.
Yeah. It's like a balance of that, of like, yeah, remembering what you liked about that technique and implementing it, but also kind of letting the accidents be happy accidents and being like, oh, that doesn't sound like this, but I accidentally moved this knob and now it created this new thing, and now there's house music or whatever, for example, and insert subgenre of music here. Like, it all happens from experimenting. That's why whenever people like, a lot of music is good. Like, it's so easy to make good music now, but the great music is the hardest part to make because everybody's playing it safe, or like the tools are so accessible, and so it's just a lot easier to make good music now than it ever was. But that is also a crutch because people are, it seems like people are like a little bit more self-conscious, or they don't want to be cringy or whatever. But it's like, dude, that's where the greatness lies, and in that cringe, I don't know, like the music that I love at first, sometimes you are probably put off a little bit by it, but that's
Give me an
kind of
example.
I don't know, like the first time I ever heard like dubstep or something, or first time, there's a lot of genres or a lot of songs where you're like, weird, this is weird, but then you let it kind of sink in a little bit and you're like, this is actually a lot better than I expected. Sometimes
Yeah,
for sure.
those creepers are sometimes the ones that kind of prove the test of time. Forget the expression, but yeah, and then sometimes it's also timing too, because it's like when certain songs hit, it might just not be their time, and then they blow up 3 years later or 10 years later. I mean, look at
you've shown me some songs recently that were way ahead of its time. I've been more into. I was talking to Zach on the last podcast about how I was kind of
Patreon.
$5 Patreon
secret episode. Make sure to log in on that.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, baby. Thank
how I
you.
was kind of like in one small lane with music growing up, and then I branched out tremendously as I started producing and becoming a DJ, especially. And the weird stuff that you show me is like I'm hearing music for the first fucking time.
I love seeing that, dude. I love
shit
seeing
that comes like you know, I was in one lane for such a long time, and then I started taking the music classes, and I'm like, I love classical. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This whole world. And I got into rap as I got older. I was like, this is a whole nother world. And then this crazy synthesis production that you show me, I'm like, this is what I've been missing. It's making me have a stroke right now. What have I been missing, you know?
Great dude.
Yeah, it's just, it's really cool. Just these unique, the weird stuff is what I've been into more.
The stuff that you would only find if you were literally trying to search for it or find new things. But that's literally, as DJs, as music curators, that's what we're after, is like weird stuff.
Do you know what song he's talking about? Give him an example, so if anyone's listening,
I can give you.
I mean, I got a playlist on Spotify, y'all. If you want to listen to some stuff that came out in maybe like mid 2010, like 2013, 14 stuff. I
don't know how
it's a lot of like
these guys are, but Phonat.
Oh, Phonat, Phonat. He was signed to Skrillex's label. Not, I wouldn't call it dubstep, but it's amazing. Italian producer. He makes great sound design. It's almost like R&B, glitchy, but very tasty. It's experimental, but it's has good melody and chords in it. So Phonat. Look up Phonat. Do what you got to do to prepare for it, if you know what I mean, to get your pregame on for that and zone in on that, because that's probably one of the best producers I've ever experienced in life. And there's a lot of dudes that just like they don't blow up, but they influence artists. Like there's like artists that are for artists, and then there's artists that are for the people, the non-artists, the non-musicians.
Sound design, especially. Since I've been diving into sound design, it's a complete other world. Like this song by Phonat is called "Machines Do Care."
Yeah,
and it puts this emotional aspect to a characterization of machines with this synthesis sound, kind of robotic, but it's amazing.
It's got personality, even though it's electronic.
Personality, it's.
You can't listen to this on your phone speaker.
Get a nice pair of headphones.
Some AirPods in.
AirPods and Gen 2, Gen 1 AirPods.
You know, it depends on who you are, whether or not you'd appreciate it. Because, you know, some people, it's hard to open them up to new sounds and stuff. Some people stick to their ways. But if you're open to new sounds and new music experiences, this crazy kind of music.
I'm going to put it like this. If you want to hear some of my favorite productions, like just cool sounds, cool inspiration, if you're a producer or artist, if you want to find new weird genres, I have a playlist called Everything's Fine on Spotify, and it's just Everything's Fine.
I need that.
It's like a calm down, everything's gonna be fine type playlist, and it's just this warm, like tickly, low, almost like it's like they call it lo-fi, I guess, but it's not really lo-fi. It's just like very cool, like tranquil, but still groovy electronic music. And dude, I still hear it today, and it sounds like something you never heard. Like I guess Fred Again is huge now. So all respect to Fred Again. Got to give it to that. But like that sound has already, it's been around. And all due respect, I don't want to offend anybody again. Fred Again, absolute goat. But that's been happening. That kind of tickly, vibey, like.
But see, now maybe it's just the time for it.
Exactly,
to come out,
the timing. So that's why I'm just like, thank you, because it's mad cool as a producer and sound enthusiast guy.
So 14 years old, cooking up beats on Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
The kids got a
Dirty South hip hop beats and Soulja Boy beats.
The kids got a little something going on. How much did you sell your first beat for?
$49.99, baby. That was elite. Yeah, dude.
That's lit.
I bought Call of Duty 2. What a waste, dude. What a waste of a teenager, dude. God.
So first beat sold for $50. Last beat that you sold, how much did it sell for? Did you ever go up?
No, it was like 2 at $50, and then I was like, I don't think I sold it anymore because I got into more electronic music, and then I heard like I was 14 at that time. It was like Skrillex blew up, so his sound design was out of this world. Sonically speaking, sounds I've never heard before, and that's what I like, is like sounds you've never heard. Like I'm an adventurer, like I like exploring sounds, and when I hear something that's never been done, you're like automatically my favorite. So yeah, no, I didn't sell beats after that. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do the electronic music, because that's where all the fresh stuff was.
Okay, so your mindset kind of switched from being like, I'm gonna make and sell beats, to I'm gonna be the artist.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a producer artist.
Right.
And DJing was like the way to do it, and yeah, that was the way that producers could have like an actual career, or like showcase their stuff. So producers were put on the map, man. They were behind the scenes before that, and then they're being stars.
Yeah, now they're out here rocking the clubs, the festivals, world tours.
Come on. And then now a lot of like the producers that these huge artists use are from the electronic world. They're from the SoundCloud trenches. They're from the
Abo. Abo just got his song redone by Pitbull.
Pitbull feature.
Hold on a second. Oh yeah.
Hypnosis.
Yeah. Oh, that dude. So the guy who sings on that Arrow 808. He got me in hypnosis. That guy, dude. He actually hit me up on instant messages or DMs. What am I saying? Before he made music, he was just like, dude, you're sick. You inspire me. And then now he's on that song, dude, and he blew up. So
sick.
it's like,
That's
dude,
sick.
I've touched people, and they've touched me. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. But like, I've literally like impacted people's brains, and then they blow up, and I'm just like, whoa,
That's awesome.
that's so cool. I did that.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Or I helped do that. I didn't do anything, but
And I feel like it's a sign of the times right now too, that Pitbull put that song out and it's featuring Abo.
Yeah.
Like any song that he stole before was not featuring the person that made it. He just paid them, I'm sure, said, let me take this music, take this check. But now people are so smart and up in the music
you don't fuck
industry
with producers
shit.
now, dude.
And like they're on their independent shit, and they know contracts, and like knowledge is being spread. It's Pitbull featuring Abo.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
And Arrow 808, the guy who this guy's singer.
And him, sorry.
Abo is the producer. Arrow 808 is the you got me in hypnosis.
Right.
You're
that.
right, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's such a Pitbull beat.
Yeah, like he took a bunch of shit,
Oh, that was good.
I was on it.
One more. Give us one more. I'm sorry. Give us one more.
Give me the instrumental.
Mr.
Worldwide. That wasn't as good as the first one.
Damn, dude, you're right.
I
didn't
wish I
think
could
about
do
it
more
like that.
Pitbull. I would have kept going.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's dope for him.
That shit's lit.
That's
I won't
funny.
play it still. I like the original more.
Yeah.
But I respect that it's out there.
Yeah.
And people are hearing.
I'm happy for them on that move. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It just makes sense too. It's a natural sound for
Dude,
him.
that record's incredible.
Yeah.
When I heard it, I was like, oh, this is
Dude, it's the hook. It's just the melody is infectious.
it's that's the best part about good music.
Yeah.
is like I'll play that at the strip club, and the strippers that hate the first 2 hours when I'm playing house music, they love that song. Everybody loves that song. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. Like just those sounds, that horn, the groove of it, the vocals, everything's just.
There's those gems in music where something sonically just snaps in people's heads. The most recent big song I've seen that with is Pepas, and I remember the first time I heard that I was walking by. I was walking by like some clubs on Washington, and I heard it, and I was like, it sounds like I've heard that before. And then ever since I've started, it's a Spanish song. Ever since I started playing it, I see white people singing it. I see everybody come together and sing that song and go crazy to that song.
Because it's almost like you've heard it before too.
It sounds
Right?
nostalgic.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff is like that. It's so weird. That's the one, right? Okay.
No, it's
No, you're talking Tebote.
Oh, that's the best song ever made. Come on.
I'm saying. It doesn't matter what kind of music you like that shit's gonna make you be like, oh fuck, like I've seen it. It's so weird.
What makes a song a hit is not a snare drum. It's not a beat. It's not a group. It's literally just the hook, the melody.
It's an infectious
the melody, bro.
I saw
And you can be extremely musically uneducated and make an incredible melody, or you could be Juilliard and make a shitty melody. Like it's just melody just comes out.
catchy is where it's at. I was watching this guitar player talk about guitar solos, and he said the most memorable guitar solos, like the most legendary guitar solos, you can sing them.
Yeah.
Like Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, you could probably sing that right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had a guitar, I'd play it better than sing it. But yeah, you know, just some of the best ones you're able to sing.
Or
Freebird, the intro. Yeah.
Versus what would be a guitar solo that you couldn't sing?
Just
like shredding, like crazy
like
shredding, like,
just over technically. I mean, which is cool, which I like and
Yeah.
enjoy, but just the ones that are kind of made for the masses to.
Yeah,
you know,
that seems right.
Just think about legendary songs with guitar solos in them. You'd
Right.
probably be able to sing them. You know.
Yeah, that goes along with what I feel like, you know, like anything when it comes to music, DJing or anything like that. You know, I like the scratch nerd shit, but that goes over a lot of regular people's heads.
Yeah.
Like the most amazing shit is the stuff that they can digest too. Because they don't really know what's going on when
know.
it's too
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
and shit. They don't have a respect for how fast this guy's moving his fingers. Like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's gymnastics. It's just a skill. It's like a sport. Being a musician for a sport type
Yeah.
of thing. But yeah, dude, the best music is the stuff that is the masses can like, and it's a combination of like for the masses, but also musician nerds are like, oh, okay, you got to give the give
Yeah.
the flowers once
Yeah.
more. A lot of flowers this episode.
I've never
all
been.
I keep saying that. I keep saying that.
Yeah, I've never been a huge like pop music guy. I'm always like, fuck, I can't stand pop radio.
Yeah.
But if you listen to a pop song with a nice set of headphones
Yeah.
and speakers, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's so well made.
Or with
the
your
song
friends.
structure is like to the formula.
Yeah.
Or with your friends, and you're like, no wonder this shit's so popular. It's because it's, you know, the formula is just so perfect that everyone's able to enjoy it and ingest it, like, you know, to as. But then, you know, we're like, oh, listen to this song that's about machines having emotions.
Yeah.
And it's like all these crazy sounds, but
Hey, it's not
and
that
then,
crazy, though.
You know, and then you got like, yeah, you know, just songs that
Sheesh.
everybody knows. Like,
Something about, again, this like a tribal thing. Something about like a great song could just bring people together. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dude. That's regardless of race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, language, all that. It's just like, dude, if I take a like,
Yeah.
what is he even saying? Nobody knows.
yeah,
But do you?
I don't even know, and I speak Spanish. I don't even know.
How do you think like big music is really made? Do you think that they're thinking like people that make pop music, the Universal Records of the world that are releasing all the major shit?
Yeah.
Do you think that they're looking at the people and saying, okay, I think that they're gonna like this, so we'll make it like this? Do you think that they have a formula
I think-
already where they're like, this is what people like? We've been doing this for however many years, 50 years. We see all these records that went big and made it.
Yeah.
We're basing it off of that. Or do you think they're reading the crowd in the moment? Like, are they telling you what to like, or are you telling them what you want? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a combination of both, and I think it's literally just making a lot of music, and by process of elimination, it starts to get filtered up through people that are behind the scenes. Like people start to be like, oh, this works, this doesn't. But that's what producers are thinking about, are like literally like the trends of sounds. Like it's just a trend too, like there's cycles. So what comes back around, and they start to incorporate that. But dude, I think the greatest are whenever you don't think about that and you just kind of make a new sound, and then people remember it as that sound, the 2010s saxophone thing or the 90s grunge thing. It's like they weren't thinking about what people like. They just did it, and their gut, people felt their just rawness, and they're not giving a darn, a fuck, whatever about it. And that just shows through the music. Like,
Yeah.
they don't give a shit. They're outliers.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I don't know
agree.
if that answered your question. I don't want to lose that train of thought.
No, yeah, I agree. I think it's
We're podding,
I
baby.
think
We're
it's,
podding now, dude. This is full pod, dude.
yeah,
I'm full podded
we're in
up,
there.
dude.
Yeah, big.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a mix of both. Like, I think the big industry, like heavy hitters,
Yeah.
who have their songs written for them, I think those songwriters kind of are like, okay, well, like,
They have a
because
formula.
they kind of have a
Yeah, there's a
formula.
formula. There's a
because you could take, I don't know if y'all have seen this, but I'm sure you have. You could take like the same 1-4-5 chord progression and apply it to any song, no matter how far back you go.
Yeah.
Like you could take the chords to Hey Jude and it'll be the same chords as a love song.
1-4-5, for those of you that don't know, it's just the shape of the way the chords are going. So bum 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 bum, bum.
in the scale,
Harmonically.
Like, yeah, it'll be the root, the third, the fifth,
Yeah, I knew all.
Don't make me
glad
get
that
into
you
all
said
that,
that for
yeah.
them. 'Cause I knew that.
No, I know.
for sure.
That's smart ass. You know.
Yeah, no, I don't know that.
Oh, okay.
But I think kind of going back to like what Rick Rubin talks about, he's like, people don't know what they want like until you show them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like when Nirvana came out, when grunge started coming around, for example, this is still happening to this day. I don't think nobody wrote their song and be like, okay, sing this. You're going to be an industry plant. Somebody found them and was like, this is a new sound that's going to be incredible. And then they became who they were because, you know, these industries put them on MTV, put their CDs out. Yeah. And then they're like, whoa, I like this.
Yeah.
And then
yes.
people kind of fed off that. And then they found this new thing and they're like, whoa, I like this. But as far as like people who, you know, get a huge record deal, is like as a kid, like Justin Bieber, you know, as a kid, everybody wrote his songs for him. I think those are more planned out according to what is gonna work no matter what.
Yeah, and I think what you see is like the Nirvanas and the people that are really breaking ground and creating a new sound. Once they get mixed in with the big labels and blow up and shit, that's when you have the collision of like, we're creating something, we are the artists, and then the label's like, yeah, but we need this from you, you know, like the classic.
Yeah.
It's like the most classic story ever, right?
And then there's like the copycat bands or the copycat sound because like they didn't work out or they want to replicate it again.
Yeah.
And you can see it, right? Like I at least feel when something is too planned out or too formulated, like it just kind of shows. I don't know.
Yeah.
For so many years of like cataloging music in my brain, I could just tell whenever something's like authentic or like because of money or formulated.
And a lot of people don't really pay attention to that. People who just like listen to the radio and it's like, oh, I like this song. That's what those songs are.
Because they have their own hobbies. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Like, this is
if you're in it, if you're a music enthusiast,
Yeah.
and this is like, you know, music's going through your head all day, you're gonna hear that and be like, pop shit.
yeah.
Yes.
You'd be like, ooh, I like, you know, that's kind of what the search of music is for, you know, finding that new thing. I mean, I'm no record label A&R, but
you are a DJ, and it is your job to at least try and force feed these people a little bit. Like, hey, this shit is cool, and I'm gonna mix it into these two pop songs that you really enjoy, and you're gonna fucking enjoy this while it's on as well.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I always say too, like a lot of people like music because of the type of people that like that music. I've said this before. Like I always say this, is like it's almost like again, it's a tribal thing. This is all very rudimentary human being. It's like they want to be part of something, so they subscribe to that artist because of that, as opposed to just like genuinely what tickles their balls or their genitalia, like what really gets you going. And I don't blame them. It's like it's cool to be looking at a band and sharing that experience with a bunch of people. But us as music enthusiasts, we're like, okay, this is actually like we need the hard stuff, you know?
Yeah.
We need the hard stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
I don't know if I said
That's true. A lot of people are they just kind of ride the wave.
Yeah. It is what it is, right?
I mean, I've definitely done that.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's fun to
Waves.
be part of, you know, something. And be
When
like,
I was in a
so I rode the Soulja Boy wave, dude. And I was in, dude. Soulja
at
Boy
you
tell
now.
him and told him, and look at me now, dude. Full on compositions, dude.
I was in this indie band in high school, and I never listened to indie music at all. I was still like listening to metal and fucking.
You're a metal boy, dude. You're
Yeah,
metal and classical
I
music.
grew up on.
Why does that always go hand in hand? I have another friend who's a metal and classical music guy. It's almost like the same math of music. It's just a different.
I could say that because metal is very technical.
It's just dressed differently, but
Yeah.
it's the same math.
Yeah, you're
It's so
dressed,
funny.
dressed in all black.
Yeah.
But
No, I meant like the instruments. But yeah, all black, dude. Like my soul, like my spirit. You know?
What was I saying? I forgot.
Sorry.
We're
No, it's okay.
talking about
Indie rock.
Oh yeah.
and-
So I
Am I
never.
talking too much, by the way?
No,
No.
such thing.
Okay.
No such.
I never listened to indie before. My friend who I knew was a musician, he's like, "Hey, do you want to be in a band?" And back then, when I was like had nothing else to do, I was like, "Yes, I'll join your band. I'll join your band. I'll join this band." And so I was in
things
it.
never change.
And he's like, "Have you ever?" He's like, "Have you ever heard of Mumford and Sons?" And I was like, "No." And he showed me, and it was like bluegrass, folk music,
Yeah.
kind of fast, almost country. And I was like, wow, I like this a lot. That was another time I was introduced to music where I was like, holy shit.
New genre, new sound.
How have I
pretty
not
much.
been listening to this? The Black Keys, Mumford and Sons,
Yeah.
The Head and the Heart. That was around this time they were really big. And I switched. I fucking started wearing fucking
Fedoras and
trench coats
shit, yeah.
and fucking boat shoes, and I was like, I'm a hipster. This is me. I'm gonna be Mumford and Sons. I was the banjo player, dude.
No, you were a banjo.
I was the banjo player
should we
and
get a
the
banjo for
violin
the
player.
studio?
The kid has a
I
banjo.
have one.
Why is that not at the studio,
Yeah.
bro? Let's make banjo.
I've been getting my chops back up.
Okay, I want you to chop that up, baby.
But,
all right, we gotta make some more.
but
hits.
yeah,
Steve
that's
Martin shit hard.
come on.
Yo,
Have you seen Steve Martin play?
yeah, he's a
Fucking rips it.
musical comedy too. Doesn't he kill it?
Yeah,
on that?
he does that. I
Love
think.
musical comedy.
But yeah, he's raw as fuck.
So that reminds me of if we're talking about we went on the banjo comedy route, but do y'all know do y'all remember who Reggie Watts is? He's the beatbox. He's a beatbox looper guy. You know who Mark Rebier is, right? The
Yeah.
looper
Yes.
guy. Before him, the
Daddy.
guy who inspired him is a guy called Reggie Watts. And whenever y'all, for those of you at home, on Netflix, type in Reggie Watts. That's REGGIEWATTS. Both Netflix and YouTube.
Is
Check
this
that guy
the
out.
guy that would hold the mic like this and do like guitar,
Yeah.
like Led Zeppelin solos and shit?
No, he does more like improv looping, and he basically just like does chords on a piano, loops it, and does like, and then there's a whole beat, and then he does like crazy singing. He's a black dude with a big fro, funny ass like ironic guy. And he wears like
think
this
I've heard.
sweater. He's like a chubby dude, but he wears this like tight sweater, super ironic, but funny, super funny, like entertaining musical comedy stuff. So look up Reggie Watts. I don't know where we went on this tangent, but that's the guy who got me into like musical humor.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope. Well, now that we got a little break, let's get back to the timeline.
Timeline.
We've been stuck at 14-year-old Froogs for a minute.
Yeah.
Give me the next
Next step?
milestone in music
Yeah.
production or creation for you. You know, like when you're making Fruity Loops shit,
Yeah.
you hear Skrillex, he comes
I'm
out, you
freestyling.
get into EDM, you
Yeah.
get into being a producer, DJ,
Yeah.
like this is the North Star now, your Hardwells and your Skrillexes and
Mm-hmm.
Laid Back Lukes and all this and that. When did the funk come about?
Yeah. So basically, got into this huge phase of sound and club and production, and that was great. And then once that just like started getting rinsed out and everybody just started sounding the same, which happens, I started to go back to my roots of hip hop, but with the technical knowledge of electronic music. So it's things like sound design and like genre bending and just like being weird and finding new sounds. That spirit with the funkiness of hip hop and the improv of hip hop, the jazz of it, right? Like what just comes out of you. Because I was always freestyling too, like lunch table, making beats with pencils. Like, dude, I did the 16th hi hat with the pencils and stuff. I did it all, dude. I was that boy, dude. I was that guy, dude. I was always flavored up, baby.
Yeah,
from
dude.
the
I had a
beginning.
drum
You
set on my
got
chest.
swag. There's no doubt about
I
it.
mean, dude, I wore this just for you, Strat. Look, this is like, it's just got an Italian energy. I don't know why you have Italian energy. It might be the Chicago.
It could
little
be the
bit.
Chicago. I found out more recently into my life that I am part Italian.
Oh, okay.
My nana was adopted. It's not something that I grew up with. but
Okay. So, anyways, that explains it. So, anyways, yeah, man. So I literally just combined. I was like, all right. I was probably like 19, 20. I was like, all right. I mean, cool. I'm making these cool drops. It's fun, but like everyone's just doing their own tours and blowing up. And I'm like, all right. So I got kind of bored of that. And then I just kind of combined both. And around 2023, like I said, 20, 21, 22, it started being like this like indie electronic thing, which was kind of the same thing. It was like weird beats, but it had more of like musicality to it. It had hooks. I started working with my friend called Josh Rubin in Austin, because I moved to Austin after high school, and then he started singing on my songs, started writing hooks, and I started experimenting with voice on top of my beats, like singing on top of my beats. And so I would basically just be like editing him, or essentially like producing him like a Rick Rubin. Like I would be like, okay, say it like this, or maybe go with this direction with like the theme of the song. And I would lay down these beats. Like, dude, one of my EPs from 2014, I made in 2014, like it's still like people still talk about it. Like, dude, the production was crazy on this. If you want to look it up, it's called Surreal Feels. Like, make sure to like and subscribe. It's literally like a red couch on a gray thing, and at that time it was called like Future Beats, which was like kind of like a sound going on SoundCloud where it was like interesting beats with songs and
like
singing
the
on it.
Profuse 73 type shit.
Oh damn. I don't know what that is.
No?
Dude. You beat
Okay.
me on that.
No.
Like pre-flume, like right before flume. Like what Flume ran
Okay.
with, that kind of
Okay,
sound.
I got you.
But it was more like down tempo. So the sound is called kind of more like a down tempo thing. So like Lebanese Blonde type Thievery Corporation.
Sandrine.
Yeah, Thievery Corporation mixed with. What? Are we going into this, dude? Am I talking too much? What's
Tried to ignore that, but
what's the joke?
You said Lebanese blonde.
Let's go. That was hilarious. I'm slow. I always say I'm smart, but I'm dumb. You know what I mean? Like I don't get things. That's hilarious.
That was a Mark Norman moment for
That
me.
was good.
I'm proud of
Comedy.
it, though.
Comedy.
comedy.
So yeah, man, we out there. So we were making that indie electronic thing, and then I found Still Woozy like 2019, 2018, and I was just, dude, I was just like, oh, this is perfect. It's like it's a dude that sings, but he's not like singing like crazy. Like I don't think he's like really like a classically trained singer. He's just like a guitarist and a producer, and he just made cool ass productions but with music, and he's not really like a crazy singer, but there are hooks and there's cool production. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna start using my own voice. And then the first song I ever made with my own voice got on all these crazy Spotify playlists, and I was like eating shit at life. I don't know what I was gonna do. I wanted to produce for other people, but no one liked my music or whatever. And then the first song I made with my own vocals on it blew the fuck up, and then that's kind of where I am now. Now I do my own vocals, and
What was the first song
Let's
with your
go,
vocals
champ.
on it?
it was riding with me.
That was your first?
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
gonna pee real
Wow.
quick. You guys
Yeah.
keep going.
Are you an
I
Asian?
love that song.
Okay. Should we edit it out? Oh, okay.
Damn, I didn't know.
Yeah, dude, that was the first one. I was just, I just made it, and I didn't know that I had like a voice. Like the voice isn't very kind of mumbly. It's kind of like, it was kind of at the same time as like mumble rap. So but it's not mumbly, but it is, but it's like not rap at all. It's just
I
like
mean, you could say Still Woozy kind of does the same thing, just kind of like just really relaxed in the jaw. I gotta say, for that being your first vocal production, it was really good. I will probably never show anybody my first vocal.
Really?
It's just like
I mean, I have other stuff, but like from a long time ago, but
yeah,
that never really like saw the day.
that
of
was
light.
when you like released.
Yeah, like it actually like had a hooks and
Yeah.
a theme to it.
I never really liked my voice. I was in like a R&B duo and made music on my own before, no good. And I just like didn't find my voice. I would like try to sing low, and just I didn't know where to hold my palette or how hard to sing. And I found like the high stuff like Yosemite and stuff, and kind of developed a softer voice over time.
Yeah.
It just took a lot of
That falsetto is signature, man. This man's got a falsetto that could part the
Knock your socks
Appalachian mountain range, just part in half, and then turn that water right into wine and tell you Jesus Christ and tell him, hey, you know what, drink this.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Big
That's-
Froogs in
that's
the
a
fucking
You know what I mean?
Wait,
I don't want to be
what?
poetic, but I will.
describing my whiny voice.
Oh no, I didn't even mean to say whiny either.
No, you didn't. I said it.
Oh no, that was an insecurity, dude. No, it's not whiny, dude. Shut up. I didn't even mean to say that.
Trying to make a good clip.
Turn
Oh
water
shit.
into
Trying
wine.
to get that clip.
I do gotta say though, when I first met you and I listened to your music, I went through your Instagram and saw you like singing.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way he made those beats. Those are too hard. Like, there's no way.
Were the ones with me singing?
What?
Yeah, I think the first song I heard of yours, I was just scrolling down. It was Caught Up.
What?
It was Caught Up. The first song I heard of yours when we first met.
Oh yeah, that was around the same time.
And I looked out your Instagram and I was like, oh damn, he's kind of popping. And you're like in a stairwell singing Caught Up with like,
Yeah.
some slacks on, you're like dancing. I was like, this song is dope, but there's no way you made that beat. I was just being a fucking
Yeah.
hater. And then I don't know if it was you when we hung out later or Brody. They're like, yeah, he makes all his beats. And I was like, what the fuck? We gotta get him in the fucking studio.
I'm literally a producer, bro. Like
yeah.
I
thought you were just an artist.
I only use my vocals as a default just because
Yeah.
I want to because I could have songs in my brain. You know?
I thought you were just like an artist and got your beats from someone else.
That's awesome.
Because
That's awesome.
You know why? Because it's so rare to find someone that makes beats so different like yours.
Yeah.
That I was just like, where the fuck? Who makes this?
Hell
beats?
yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And me and Silas thought the same thing.
That's exactly what I want. That's it.
Yeah.
That's just like that's I'm a producer. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm just an artist by default, and I gotta wear cool clothes and stuff. And now I'm here looking like a damn bookie.
Yeah,
I'm about to
but
gamble.
you were also born for this. There's no way that you could tell me that you weren't born for this shit.
yeah.
I was born for something weird,
Like
dude. Some
you're
kind of
like you're performing, you're on stage, you're so free. Just even in regular life, you have that like I'm just me, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking dance or I'm gonna fucking do something goofy, like you just have that energy and
Yeah.
it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
You're, you're a performer.
Yeah, again, when I first met you, we were performing at that backyard party
Yeah.
at Silas, and there was not a lot of people there. We were just playing some music. I was riffing on guitar. And then Frugal heard the riffs, and he walked up. He was just like, "Ooh!" He had a cup,
Yeah.
no shirt, and just started moving his head up.
I could help.
Like started fucking the air. I was like, "Yo, this guy, yeah, you want to hear some?" And he's like, "Ooh,
dude, you tickled me with that. Dude.
yeah, that's
Come on,
that's the
dude.
best." Yeah,
Dude, I've never been good at like being somebody else. Like I'm just always you either think I'm like annoying, or but maybe when I was younger, like I was probably just either the annoying kid or like haha he's funny. And now I've just learned how to like kind of channel the annoyingness into music or like, you know, and to make it a
Entertainment.
digestible format, right? Into entertainment. But like all the annoying kids like eventually go into entertainment or like are just ADHD people. I think.
yeah.
But thank you, man. Exactly. I appreciate that. That's
problem.
that's what I do. I'm what can we do, you know? And that's why I want other people to feel too. That's kind of my whole like message and brand is like just literally be yourself, and you'll filter out people that already won't like you anyways. So
Yeah.
who cares what people think?
That's also what we were
There's
talking about.
8
on the
billion
last
people
pod.
on this earth, dude. 6 billion of them are in India, but there's 8 billion people on this. On U.S. is what 7 million? I don't know the number.
Oh no, dude. Way more.
7 billion. I don't know.
No.
I think there's 6 billion on Earth, right? Is that what?
7 billion.
We recently reached 8. I don't know if it's
Oh,
still
8,
8.
okay.
Hey.
I know New York by itself is around 6 or 7 million. So
Okay.
U.S. got to be double digit million.
We'll look it up, dude.
There's like 1 billion people in India, I think. There's-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or,
That's what I'm trying
or
to.
maybe
I
both.
think one of the most populated cities is in India. I was actually watching a YouTube video about it last night while I was falling asleep. Bangkok, or no, not
Excuse me?
Hong Kong
Yeah,
and India are the most populated.
I believe
Really?
it. I believe it. And geographical too. Like I don't want to get geographical, but it's true.
Yeah.
Let's get
That's crazy.
geographical with it a little bit.
I'm really good with U.S. geography.
For real?
Because I play this game called, it's, I forgot what it's called. It's on Addicting Games, and I go back every now and then.
Addicting games.
50 states. And I go back again just to kind of test my skills because I really like history and geography and science and some subjects. And I got 100% on 50 states, meaning it's just a empty slate.
Yeah.
They give you random states and you got to place them exactly within.
Oh, I
like,
think
a
I remember
certain
that game on
amount of race.
Addicting game.
I took a photo. I got 100%.
Wait.
This is the
That's
worst.
actually insane.
Addicting games. Is that still around?
Yeah, it's still around. This
Is
is
there
the
still Kit and Cannon? Remember Kit and Cannon?
this is the weirdest flex, but yeah, I'm really good at U.S. geography.
Damn, dude. All right.
I need to get the world.
How many states are there? What's the capital of Mississippi?
Okay, capitals. I'm not very good. at,
Ah, this guy, huh?
Man.
geographical location, man, you just exposed me.
Come on, dude. It's
Geographical.
okay. I don't want to flex either, but I will if I have to. I was ranked on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I had the highest point combo for about
What, like
a year and a
online?
half. Yeah, I was top 10. I had like a 40 billion point.
PS2 Ethernet.
PS2 Ethernet
What
style.
you hit the special move, then the manual revert.
Yeah,
manual,
you
special move.
You revert manual everything. I literally just jump around the whole city comboing, and you just get good at that. That's the art of Tony Hawk is that
Yeah.
manual combo, revert to combo to manual,
I was-
sticker slap to manual to wall.
I was
plant
I was
type of
good at
thing.
Tony Hawk, but maybe not that good.
Dude, we should get it at the studio and play. Like,
Oh, yeah.
come on, dude.
Bro, Skate 3. Have you ever played Skate?
Bro,
Skate is incredible,
Skate
dude. Don't even get
3
me started.
is probably the best skateboarding game ever made.
It's ever made. It's the best game ever made. That's
Wait,
Like,
is that the one that's out already?
Skate
There's one
3.
that's supposed to come out. That's
4.
been supposed to
4,
come
yeah.
out for like years now,
Yeah.
like long awaited.
That's
Bro,
4.
once that shit drops, it's over. I don't even think the pod's gonna keep going.
Props to Tony Hawk. Yeah. Skate 3 is the fucking best. Like you go up to
Dude.
the observatory and take the fucking
Even
that
killing
goalie all
yourself
the way.
on it is fun.
Oh, fucking Hall of Meat, dude.
Trying to get the highest
The Hall of
damage.
Meat where you
Yeah,
break
yeah.
your bones and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
That
Game's amazing.
That is so. No, it's beautiful too. It
It's really good.
It held the test of time,
Yeah.
dude.
And
It's
like-
relaxing too.
Like a
it's just-
kickflip in Tony Hawk is just like X left square.
Right.
But this, you got to do the motion with
Yeah.
the left analog stick, and it's really.
I can't wait for
fucking
Skate
cool.
4, dude.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh,
we're getting it at the studio, dude. We're doing
Big time.
tournaments.
Yeah.
I think we should have tournaments too at the studio for Tony Hawk. We should probably start getting the gang.
Yeah.
together and start doing some.
We did that for a while with like Mario Kart, and I was talking all this shit. I'm like, yo, no one can fucking beat me.
Dro shit.
And then Dro came up
Yeah,
and he's just like, didn't say a word. He's like, yeah, whatever. Fucking smoke.
Casually.
Yeah.
No talk, just the walk. That's it.
No,
quietly, he just entered
quietly
the room.
just with a joint in his mouth and just beat me. And he's like, that's right, bitch.
Sassy with it
fuck?
too.
Yeah.
In true Dro manner. Love
I don't
it,
think
dude.
I've ever beat Dro, which is insane because
So he's really good at that game, dude. Yeah, he's good. I don't get the revert, the jump to revert thing on Mario Kart. I don't fuck with that. I'm more of an
like
N64.
constantly drift. I'm constantly drifting. Even when it's straight, I'm drifting because
Yeah.
you just get turbo.
That's true.
This pod took a left turn
It's the best part about the
with
pod.
L
Yeah,
and
dude.
turbo. You took a left turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we drifted into it.
Yeah.
We fucking
Skate 4
let's
coming
not Ken
soon.
block it though.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
God,
you better.
that was a good one.
You better DC shoot Sosa. You're way out of here. That's what the company's called.
Yeah.
DC Shoe Sosa.
Sosa?
For all the skaters.
I thought it was just DC.
Shoe Sosa.
I remember DC's having the fattest shoes on the planet with
Remember
the
those?
skinniest jeans.
No, do you remember the Osiris, bro?
Osiris, yeah.
Just the chunks, like, yeah.
All the
dude.
kids that wore those are on probation right
No,
now.
100%.
they all have lip rings.
Yeah,
Drink
that-
Monster Energy
yeah,
drink. It's
that's
that
the guy.
vibe, dude.
They had the Cookie Monster hats with the bill that went all the way up. Yeah.
Later they put buttons on them and like.
Dirty.
Just
Those
weak
were the
out.
kind of kids that first introduced me to smoking weed.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, those are my boys, dude.
Never looked back, dude. Never looked back, man.
Hell
That
yeah.
I'll tell you what.
neon colored Osiris's.
Yeah, the
This
green,
was-
the black and green.
Yeah, yeah. How old were you around this time? You're probably in high school by then, huh?
Was out of high school, maybe in college, like freshman, sophomore college
Oh, okay. Did you go to college?
for 2 years.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Part-time
Yeah,
Yeah, I
college.
did. Yeah. This was when we were in like middle school. For me, at least, it was like sixth, seventh
No,
grade.
Those people had those forever. And in Austin, people had that for. And then like it got wook. They turned into wooks. It, like the wooks, like the hip kind
Oh,
of
a wook.
psychedelic
Yeah,
side
like
up.
a wooks, yeah.
We were like,
Yeah, those are big where
which
we're
cool
from.
beats? There was cool beats in like psychedelic electronic dub wookie stuff, like the basses.
Yeah,
and
down
stuff.
tempo wook
Pretty
bass
cool.
is the shit.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But like a lot of people don't shower and stuff or see the dentist.
The real
That's
looks are pretty
that
wild.
could ruin an entire community. For
Yeah.
You know, like you could have incredible beats. But
Yeah.
if you don't shower,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
Yeah. Or like you just have a dependency on to a lot of drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not.
I'm into that. That's
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay.
I feel most comfortable around alcoholics, I think.
Okay. No, well, that's socially acceptable.
Yeah.
And you're in the business, dude.
That's-
You're in the
I
business
am-
of slanging bottles, baby.
I am in the business of alcoholism.
I'm a part-time alcoholic. I'll just put it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
When I,
why
when
I
I
love
go,
you.
I go, baby.
That's why I love
I got one beer in me. I'm trying to think about the second one.
Yeah, let's
Here
go.
we go.
Get
You know what I
turned
mean?
up.
You're gonna be
I'm
crawling
turned
out
up,
of Wicklow
baby.
tonight.
I'm
You won't
turning.
get fired tonight.
No.
Pussy.
You won't.
Hey, don't. I got one gig, dude. I'm not gonna ruin my one fucking DJ gig I have, man.
Just fucking
Is
shit.
that all I
No,
got?
Dude, I got one DJ gig and it's an outdoor sports bar. Let me have it, dude. I'm taking it. I know y'all got all the gigs. Fucking,
Come on,
hey, these
man.
guys are local.
You play any of the
DJ
music
celebs, dude.
You
What?
play any of the music I gave you?
Yeah, bangers.
What's
some of the chill hip hops that you gave me. Some of the jazzy hip hop stuff. Fire.
Yeah.
The boom baps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put that in like kind of a daytime or beginning set.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, man, I think I got to rip and skip it. I think I got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should
Fruit's
wrap
on the
this
go.
up. This
I gotta go.
Look at this
Unfortunately,
tracksuit.
dude, we gotta do this again though sometime, babe. Please.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going.
Undeniably. We definitely have to. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks
you
for
for doing
having
this.
me, man. Hey.
Tanner,
I see
thank
the
you
clips.
for
Thank
you again.
2 episodes in
Look
a
at this
row.
guy.
He filled in for Dolo. Dolo couldn't make it, so
That was a close one.
I mean, not thankfully that Dolo couldn't make it, but thankfully we had an incredible replacement.
Yeah. Oh, I
You know
saw
what
this
I'm
guy.
saying?
What a
pull up in his Toyota
dickhead.
Corolla, dude. I was like, that's my boy. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's not quite the lowrider that logo Dolo's got, but
Yo, I want to talk to Dolo next time. We gotta make sure
Yeah.
we gotta get him here because
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
character. So we have to talk with him.
Oh yeah, we would have a good time. For
You hear
sure.
that, Dolo?
We're gonna make it happen. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment on the video, do something.
Do all that.
Algorithm activating activities. My boy Big Fruit.
Can I give it to him? Can I give him the handles?
give it to him?
That's Frugal, baby. That's FROOGLE, like Google, but FR. Don't forget the Andy at the end, ANDY, Instagram, frugalandy.com, Frugal Andy on Twitter, Frugal Andy on SoundCloud, Frugal, baby, Frugy Baby J, Frugalito, Cheetos, Extra Bonitos, you know what I mean? And that's it. We're logging out.
Let's go.
Let's go,
champ.
baby. Thanks for having me.
That was
Oh wait, the
a
camera.
nice promo.